Here we are again, looking ahead to what Old Man Winter has in store for the United States. As we brace ourselves for the upcoming season, the anticipation is palpable. Will it be a winter wonderland or a mild, uneventful few months? The big question: will this winter be mild or a blockbuster? The forecast for 2025-2026 is shaping up to be especially fascinating. With so many variables at play, predicting the exact nature of the season is a complex task. This season promises stark contrasts, a real tale of two winters, depending on where you live. Some regions will experience the harsh bite of winter, while others might enjoy milder, more temperate conditions. For some, it's time to dig out the heavy coats and snow shovels. Snowstorms and freezing temperatures will be a regular occurrence, making winter gear essential. For others, sunglasses and lighter jackets might stay in rotation. These areas will see more sunshine and less snow, offering a more comfortable winter experience. This isn't a one-size-fits-all forecast. It's a story of division, driven by powerful forces in our atmosphere and oceans. The interplay between these elements will dictate the weather patterns we experience. Meteorologists are watching the Pacific Ocean, where water temperatures are signaling a shift, an engine that will power our weather for months. This shift could have significant implications for the entire country. If you're in the northern tier, from Seattle to Boston, prepare for a colder, stormier season with more frequent blasts of Arctic air. These areas will need to be ready for the challenges that come with severe winter weather. In the southern states, from Southern California to Florida, expect a warmer, drier winter than average. These regions will likely see less precipitation and more sunny days. We'll break down the science, explore key weather patterns like La Niña and the jet stream, and look back at similar winters for clues. Understanding these patterns helps us make more accurate predictions. Plus, we'll have some fun with city-by-city snowfall predictions. Which cities will see the most snow? Stay tuned to find out, so grab a cup of cocoa and let's dive into what you can expect for winter 2025-2026. Whether you love the snow or prefer milder weather, this season has something in store for everyone. To truly understand what shapes your winter, we need to look thousands of miles away, out over the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. This distant body of water holds the key to many of the weather patterns we experience here at home. The El Niño Southern Oscillation, or ENSO, is a powerful climate driver with two main phases. El Niño brings warmer waters to the central and eastern Pacific, which can disrupt global weather patterns in dramatic ways. On the other hand, La Niña is marked by cooler-than-average waters in the same region, setting the stage for a very different set of atmospheric changes. This year, all signs point to a weak La Niña, or a neutral state, which means the equatorial Pacific is cooling down. This subtle shift triggers a chain reaction in our atmosphere, influencing weather far beyond the ocean itself. La Niña tends to strengthen the polar jet stream, causing it to dip farther south than usual. This allows cold Arctic air to plunge deep into the northern U.S., often bringing more snow and frigid temperatures to those regions. Meanwhile, the subtropical jet stream weakens, which means the southern states are less likely to see storms, and more likely to experience warmer, drier conditions throughout the winter months. This combination creates a pronounced north-south divide in our winter weather, with the north bracing for cold and snow, while the south enjoys milder, drier days. So, when you hear La Niña, think of cool Pacific waters pushing cold, stormy weather northward, shaping the season for millions of people. At the same time, La Niña helps keep the southern U.S. warm and dry, making for a winter that feels more like an extended autumn in some areas. This pattern is the foundation of our long-range winter forecast, guiding meteorologists as they predict what's ahead. While other atmospheric patterns can cause short-term changes, La Niña will be the dominant theme from December through February, shaping the overall character of the season across the country. This winter, the U.S. will be split in two, meteorologically speaking. The northern tier, Pacific Northwest, Northern Plains, Midwest, Great Lakes, and Northeast, will see a real winter, cold temperatures, and plenty of snow. The jet stream, energized by La Niña, will deliver repeated shots of Arctic air and frequent snowstorms. Meanwhile, the southern U.S., from the desert southwest through Texas and the southeast, will be warmer and drier, with fewer storms and less intense cold. The Central Plains and Mid-South will be the battleground, with wild swings between mild and cold, and the potential for messy winter storms. This sharp contrast will define the season. Where you live will determine whether you're shoveling snow or enjoying an extended autumn. To predict this winter, meteorologists look back at similar years, so-called analog winters. The best comparisons, 1985-86, 2000-01, and especially 2013-14, when the polar vortex brought persistent, brutal cold to the central and eastern U.S. Those winters featured a dominant ridge in the west and a deep trough in the east, locking in frigid air and producing major snowstorms. The Great Lakes saw significant lake-effect snow, and the Northeast had several impactful storms. These analogs reinforce our forecast, an active storm track through the Ohio Valley and East Coast, with a clear north-south divide. Of course, no two winters are identical. Short-term patterns like the Arctic Oscillation can shake things up. But history gives us confidence. Expect a cold, snowy north and a mild, dry south. The past is our best guide to the season ahead. The Pacific Northwest is set for a classic wet winter, with the jet stream targeting Washington and Oregon early on. Expect abundant rain in the lowlands and heavy snow in the Cascades. Great news for ski resorts and water supplies. The northern Rockies, including Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, will also see above-average snowfall, delighting winter sports fans. Consistent cold will keep the snow coming, building a healthy mountain snowpack. Further south, Utah and Colorado's northern mountains should do well. But areas like Salt Lake City may see near or below average snowfall. The southern storm track will be mostly absent, limiting moisture for the southern Rockies. For Denver and Cheyenne, the snow may come later in the season as patterns shift. The Midwest and Great Lakes will be the epicenter of winter's chill. From the Dakotas to Michigan, expect a consistently colder than average season, with the polar jet stream parked overhead. Prolonged Arctic outbreaks and frequent Alberta clippers will keep snow totals high. Cities like Minneapolis, Chicago, and Detroit should prepare for regular snow and persistent cold. The Great Lakes will fuel heavy lake-effect snow, especially for Buffalo and Erie. Totals could reach 150% of average. December and January will be the coldest and snowiest months. It's a throwback to old-fashioned Midwest winters, perfect for winter sports, but a challenge for travel and heating bills. If you love winter, this is your year. If not, spring can't come soon enough. The Northeast and Mid-Atlantic will be a battleground between Arctic cold and southern warmth. Temperatures will average out, but expect wild swings and periods of sharp cold. For I-95 cities, DC, Philadelphia, New York, Boston, the storm track will be crucial. A shift of 50 miles can mean snow or rain. A few big storms could bring near-average snowfall, a change from recent snow droughts. Interior New England and upstate New York will see more consistent cold and snow, with ski resorts enjoying a strong season. The Mid-Atlantic, including Virginia and North Carolina, will be on the edge. Watch for ice storms when warm, moist air overrides shallow cold. Persistent cold won't last here, but high-impact events are possible. Stay alert. This region's winter will be all about timing and storm tracks. For the southern U.S., winter 2025-2026 will be defined by warmth and dryness. From Southern California and Arizona to Texas, the Gulf Coast and Florida, expect milder temperatures and less precipitation. La Niña weakens the southern jet stream, cutting off moisture and raising drought risks, especially in the southwest. Occasional cooldowns are possible, but the overall trend is warm and sunny. The Gulf Coast and Southeast will see above-average temperatures and below-average rainfall. Pleasant for some, but a concern for agriculture and water supplies. Major snow or ice storms are unlikely, and cities like Dallas, Atlanta, and Charlotte may see little to no snow. For most in the South, it's a season for patio weather, not snow shovels. Now, it's time for everyone's favorite segment, our city-by-city snowfall guesses for the upcoming winter. These numbers are always a hot topic, sparking debates and friendly wagers among weather enthusiasts and locals alike. Remember, these are educated estimates based on current patterns, not guarantees. Weather can always surprise us, so take these as informed predictions rather than promises. Buffalo, NY, expect well above average snowfall this year. Intense lake effect events could push totals over 110 inches, making it a season to remember for snow lovers. Chicago, IL, above average is the call here. Frequent Alberta clippers and strong cold fronts may bring totals over 45 inches, so get those shovels ready. Minneapolis, MN. Also, looking at an above-average season, with over 60 inches possible. Residents should brace for several significant storms. Boston, MA. Near to slightly above average with around 50 inches possible. Nor'easters could still bring some big surprises. New York, NY. Near average, with 25 to 30 inches expected. That's a big improvement from recent years, and could mean more classic winter scenes in Central Park. Philadelphia, PA, near average as well, with about 20 inches likely, enough for a few snow days and some winter fun. Washington, D.C., near to slightly below average with 10 to 15 inches. Not a blockbuster year, but still a few chance for snow lovers to enjoy. Denver, CO, near average, but expect a backloaded season. Around 55 inches is possible, with the heaviest snow likely coming later in winter. Salt Lake City, UT, below average this year. The city may struggle to reach 45 inches, so a drier winter is on tap for the region. Atlanta, GA, well below average, with likely just a trace of snow. Southern cities will mostly see mild, snow-free conditions. In summary, the 2025-2026 season is shaping up to be a classic La Niña winter, cold and snowy in the north, mild and dry in the south, with a volatile transition zone in between. Expect big swings and surprises, especially in the Midwest and Northeast. Whether you're tuning up the snowblower or dusting off the lawnmower, it's wise to be prepared for anything. Stay tuned, and we'll be here to track every flake, every storm, and every warm spell with you all season long.